All right, and welcome everybody to Anderson High School as the Lockhart Lions junior varsity travel to Anderson High School to take on the Trojans. So far, we are here in the bottom half of the first inning, and it is Lockhart Lions 2, Anderson Trojans 0, as the Trojans set to bat for the first time. Wisnett and Renteria were the first two to score for the Lions. And welcome everybody to the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. So we got a little bit of a late start. Had some little difficulties through traffic today, but we are here live right now. On the mound is Hernandez, and first pitch is going to be ball one. After this first batter, we'll go around the lineup, go around the horn, let you know where the Lions are playing at starting this game today. 1-0 pitch is going to be outside for ball two. Ball high. Count's going to be 3 balls and no strikes. But right now at the plate for the Anderson Trojans is number 3, Jet Joseph. And Joseph will walk on 4 pitches. As the ball gets back, the catcher did not go back to get it. And Jet Joseph is going to advance to second. And that'll bring up number 7, Ben Wallace, up to the plate, the catcher. As I mentioned, as for the Lions, Wisnett's going to be at catcher, Renteria at shortstop, Lopez at third, Juarez at first. Castillo's going to be designated hitter for Juarez. Vasquez at center field, Mireles left field, Flores at second, Nino at left field, and Hernandez on the mound pitching for the Lions. All right, squaring around the show bunt. That'll be high for ball one. Scoring around the bunt once again. Hernandez is going to scoop it up down to first. And an errant throw. And Joseph's going to score from second. And the score will be 2-1 after Jet scores from second base. Wallace reaches on an infield single. And now batting for the Trojans is number 12, Ethan David. And right away, Ethan Davis looking at a 2-0 count. Runner goes. Oh, decides to come back. 2-0 pitch going to be right down the middle for strike one. That'll be low and in the turf for ball three. And that'll catch that outside corner for strike two. That'll make the count full. So David has a full count on him. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Wallace at first base. And that'll just miss the inside. And David will walk, and that'll bring up number 13, Jaden Heron, the shortstop for the Trojans. First pitch high for ball one. And that one will be inside for ball two. And that will be way inside for ball three. And that one will be high for ball four, and that'll load the bases up. With Wallace at third base, David at second, Heron at first. Out comes Coach Hull. And once again, I'd like to welcome all you Trojan and Lockhart Lion fans to the Lions Pride Sports broadcast of Lockhart Lion baseball here. It's going to be a doubleheader of baseball games today. We're in game one of game two of two-game series. Right now, at the bottom half of the first inning is Lockhart Lions 2, Anderson Trojans 1. Trojans do have the bases loaded with one out. Now to be low and in the dirt or in the turf for ball one. Luke Skolkoff at the plate. Fly ball to second base, and Flores is going to be underneath it to make the catch. Excuse me, that is the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Tomas Benitez, the left fielder. He looks at the first pitch, high and outside for ball one. Looks at the 1-0 pitch, inside for ball two. Two-0 pitch in the turf for ball three. Once again, bases loaded. Wallace at third, David at second, Heron at first. The 3-0 pitch going to be right in there for strike one. And that'll bring in a run. As Wallace will score from third, David moves over to third base. Heron goes to second. Benitez goes to first on the walk, and that'll bring up Gunnar Frank, number 33, the center fielder for the Trojans. Swing and a miss for strike one. So score's tied up 2-2 here in the bottom half of the first inning. Low and inside for ball one. That'll be high for ball two. And that'll catch that outside corner for strike two. Now that'll be in the turf for ball three. So count's going to be full. Full to Frank. And Frank's going to get caught looking. And third base runner is going to get caught sleeping. And he's going to be out on the tag at home. And that'll do it for the first inning. Anderson Trojans 2, Lockhart Lions 2. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Changing Faces Barbershop has been serving the Lockhart and surrounding communities since 2009. Head barber and owner Lex Jennings and staff pride themselves on being a hip urban barbershop. For shaves, not only do we hit you with our Precessional Andis trimmers, we offer a close shave and edge up with a straight razor. If you're really wanting to be pampered, let us give you one of our famous hot towel shaves. For cuts, Changing Face barbers are all top of their class and are able to pull off any style, whether it's a mohawk, classic cut, fade, taper, or design. We pride ourselves on our talent, our drive, and want to give our clients the best experience available. For all styles from the newest trends to old school cuts, our barbers here at Changing Faces have the skills to transform your look and feel. With over 10 years of combined experience, our barbers are on the cutting edge of the barber world. Come by one of our two locations, 2000 West San Antonio Street in Lockhart, Texas, and 900 Bug Lane, Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas. Or go to our website at cfbarbershop.com.
And welcome back to the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast. We're here at Anderson High School as Lockhart Lions junior varsity baseball team is in we'll have a doubleheader today. We're in game one right now, starting off in the second inning. It is Lockhart Lions 2, Anderson Trojans 2. And stepping up to the plate to lead things off for the Lions is going to be the center fielder, Vasquez. And on the mound for the Trojans is Mac McGruger. That starts off Vasquez with a fastball outside low for ball one. One old pitch going to be out in there for ball two. That'll be outside for ball three. And that'll catch the inside corner for strike one. And that'll be ball four. And Vasquez will reach base on a walk. And that'll bring up number 14, Mireles, the left fielder for the Lions. Pick off attempt to first. And Vasquez is going to slide up underneath the tag. First pitch to Mirel is going to be outside for ball one. Well, throw back to first. Once again, Vasquez slides up underneath the tag, calls for time. Going to be low in the turf for ball 2. Great job by the catcher, Ben Wallace. Making sure that one doesn't get past him as it bounced off the chest plate. Kept it in front of him. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Swinging it right down the right side. It'll be foul for strike 2. And that'll even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And swinging at a high one, and that'll be strike 3. And out number 1. And that'll bring up number 2, Florida, is the second baseman up to the plate. Pick off throw down to first. It's going to bounce off of Vasquez, but right back to the pitcher. And that'll just miss on the inside for ball 1. And that'll be high for ball 2. And McGruger will step off the mound for a little bit. Looks to reset himself right back on the mound. Waiting for Flores to step in, and Flores steps in, digging into the batter's box. And that'll be high and inside for ball 3. Throw down to first. Vasquez is going to slide back safely underneath the tag. Vasquez is a lone runner on the base pad for the Lions with the leadoff walk here in the bottom half of the second inning, or top half of the second. And that'll be ball 4. And that'll put 2 base runners on the base pad. Flores at first, Vasquez at second, and that'll bring up Jordan Nino, the right fielder. As the junior varsity coach is out there, talk to McGruger on the mound to settle him down. I've walked 2 out of 3 so far in this top of the second. With 1 strikeout to Mireles. All right, discussion was over, and we're right back to play as Nino steps up to the plate. McGruger on the mound still. Nobody, 1 out here in the top half of the second. First pitch to Nino is going to be right down the middle for strike 1. Swinging a drive down the right side, and that'll get past the second baseman. Rounding second is Vasquez. Coming home as the ball gets past the left fielder. Rounding third is Flores. And Jordan Nino will get a stand-up double. A 2 RBI double that'll score Vasquez and Flores from first. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Ashton Hernandez, up to the plate with 1 out. And the Lockhart Lions retake the lead 4-2 over the Anderson Trojans here in the top half of the second inning. Hernandez squares around a bunt, lays one down, beautiful one down the first base line. Over the first baseman, head past the third baseman, the right fielder. Nito will slide in home safely. Hernandez rounded second. He will round third, and he will come home. And he will make it all the way around the base pads as he reaches on an error, but rounds the bases on the errant throw. And that'll be 2 more runs for the Lions. And now the Lions lead 6-2 as we go back to the top of the lineup. Number 7, Wisnant, the catcher, is at the plate. So with 1 out, Lockhart Lions extend the lead 6-2. Swinging at the 1-0. It's going to bounce in front of the shortstop, and he's not going to be able to handle it. And Wisnant will be safe at first. And that'll bring up Gavin Renteria, number 6, the shortstop for the Lions. Wisnant's going to make his way to second on the ball. And that'll be inside for ball 2. And that'll catch that outside corner for strike 1. Count's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike to Renteria. And the on-deck circle for the Lions is Lopez. And that'll catch the outside corner to even things up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that'll be low and inside for ball 3. So count will be full with 1 out. 1 line on the base pad. That's Wisnant at second base. Here in the top half of the second, Lions with the 6-2 lead. Swinging a grounder towards shortstop. Nice stop by the shortstop, unable to come up with it. And Renteria will be safe at first. And Wisnant will advance to third. And that'll bring up Lopez, the third baseman for the Lions, with 1 out. And in the on-deck circle is number 12, Tanner Castillo. The throw down to first. Not in time as Renteria will slide underneath the tag. Delayed steal. Runner goes to second. No throw down. Will not be in time. And Renteria will be safe at second. So now we got Lions at second and third. Wisnant at third. Renteria at second. Swinging at a high one. Just fouling that one back to the backstop. Looking at a 1-1 count. Swinging a high fly down on the left side of the infield. Shortstop's going to call it, make the catch for out number 2. All right, had a little technical difficulties fixing the camera. Someone inadvertently bumped the wire. And that'll be inside for ball as Tanner Castillo is at the plate with 2 runners on the base paths with 2 outs. Here in the top half of the second inning. And that'll get past the catcher, and then coming in from third base to score is Wisnant, as Renteria will advance to third base. One ball, 2 strike to count. And Tanner's going to hit it towards the shortstop. Shortstop comes up, throwing out to first. And it'll be out of the hands of the shortstop. Tanner rounds first, heading to second. And he will be there safely as the Lions put another run across the plate. As Renteria scored, Castillo will get to second on the errant throw to first. And that'll bring up Vasquez up to the plate as the Lions will be batting around here in the top half of the second. Vasquez walked and scored. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Swinging a fly down the right side of the infield. Second baseman getting underneath it. He'll make the catch, and that'll do it for the Lions here in the top half of the second inning. As the Lions bat 10 in the order. And put 5 up on the scoreboard and lead 7-2 over the Anderson Trojans. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service and with affordable prices. Whether it is commercial or residential, Adam & Sons is the one to call. You can contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or you can send an email to adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention that you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and get 10% off of your service call.
All right, we're back here at Anderson Trojans High School. Anderson High School for the junior varsity matchup between the Lockhart Lions and the Anderson Trojans. And the Lockhart Lions lead the Trojans 8-2 here in the bottom half of the second inning. As the Trojans going to be coming up to bat, they're going to be led by number 23, William Holtz. And then it'll be Mac McGruger will be batting second. Then we'll be heading back to the top of the lineup with Jet Joseph, the center fielder for the Trojans. So William Holt steps up to the plate, number 23. First pitch will be bounced behind him for ball 1. And 1-0 pitch going to be called strike right down the middle. So Holtz will be looking at a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Now, 1-2 pitch is going to be outside for ball 2. And that'll just miss below the kneecaps for ball 2. That'll even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Holtz. Nobody out. Swinging a foul back to the backstop as it bounces back in play. And Holtz is going to get hit by the pitch. And that'll bring up number 8, Mac McGruger, up to the plate. All right, so Holtz is at first base after getting hit by the pitch. The first pitch to McGruger is going to be inside for ball 1. Yeah, 1-0 pitch going to be called strike right down the middle. Hernandez still on the mound for the Lions. And that one will be outside for ball 2. And swinging a drive to center field. And the center fielder is going to get up underneath it and make the catch. And that'll be Vasquez out there. As McGruger will fly out to center field for out number 1. And that'll take us back to the top of the lineup. Number 3, Jet Joseph, the center fielder. The center fielder for the Trojans. He walked and scored in the bottom half of the first inning for the Trojans. First pitch going to be high and inside for ball 1. And that'll just miss outside for ball 2. And that'll be high and outside for ball 3. Jet Joseph looking at a 3-0 count. A little equipment malfunction on Wisnett, the catcher. Gets that taken care of. Again, Holt still at first base after getting hit by the pitch. And Joseph will walk on 4 pitches. And that'll move Holtz to second base. And that'll bring up the catcher, Ben Wallace, number 7. He singled and scored. In the bottom half of the first inning. First pitch strike on the outside corner from Hernandez. So with 1 out here in the bottom half of the second, Trojans have 2 runners on the base pads. And ball's going to get past the catcher, Wisnett. And Holtz will make his way to third base, and Joseph will scramble to second. And that'll make the count 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 pitch is going to be outside for ball one. All right, Ben Wallace will reach on a walk, and that'll load the bases up for the Trojans with 1 out. And at the plate for the Trojans, it's number 5. And that'll be Seth Crowley. And he'll be batting for Ethan David as the ball gets past the catcher. Coming home to score on the pass ball is going to be Holtz. Joseph will advance to third, Wallace to second. So Seth Crowley is at the plate. And he's looking at a 2-0 count. That one's going to be fouling out of play right behind us. And with the score from Holtz, Lockhart Lions still lead 8-3. And that'll just miss on the outside for ball 3. And the on-deck circle for the Trojans is number 13, Jaden Heron. Swinging a drive down the right side. That's going to be fouled and out of play. And that'll make the count full with 1 out. Joseph at third base. Wallace at second. Swinging a drive to left field. And left fielder is going to get up underneath to make the catch. They're going to tag up from third. And Joseph will score. So that'll be 2 outs, and that'll bring up number 13, Jaden Heron, up to the plate. Making a catch in left field, number 14, Mireles. That one's going to be hit towards left field also. Mireles giving chase to it. And he'll make a beautiful diving catch for out number 3. And that'll do it after 2 innings. Anderson Trojans, or Lockhart Lions 8, Anderson Trojans 4. And we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Let Bryan Enterprises Family Entertainment be your one-stop shop for your party entertainment needs. If you're in need of balloon twisters, face painters, or bounce houses, just give them a call at 512-846-3334. If you're looking to rent a mascot costume or to hire a children's performer to appear as a superhero, princess, or one of their 85 other merry mascots, reach out to them. Bryan Enterprises Family Entertainment has been entertaining families in Caldwell County for 2 decades. Bozo the Hozo, the Christian Clown, the first entertainer for the company, has entertained thousands at the Lockhart Chisholm Trail Roundup Parade over the years. Family entertainment and family engagement are two phrases that are a part of Bryan Enterprises' core values. Whether it's motivational speaking at school assemblies, or writing children's books, or training personnel to engage fathers in the community, children and families are always at the heart of this organization. To find out more about Bryan Enterprises, feel free to check them out on social media or visit their website at bryant-enterprises.com.
And we are back here at Anderson High School as we get set for some more action. And stepping up to the plate, the man who ended the second inning for the Trojans, Jacob Mireles, with a beautiful diving catch, steps up to the plate. He struck out back in the bottom half of the first, or in the top half of the first, or top half of the second inning, as the Lions batted around and lead the Trojans 8-4. And it looks like the Lions have a little bit of action in the bullpen right now. But right now, Mireles squares around a bunt. Bunts it right back to the pitcher, out to first base. And overthrows first. Mireles rounds first on his way to second. And he's going to take a chance rounding second, heading to third. And the throw will not be made. And Mireles finds himself at third base to lead things off for the Lions here in the top half of the third inning. And stepping up to the plate is going to be number 2, Flores, who walked and scored in that second inning. And he sends a grounder to the shortstop, who's going to throw it home. And that will be in time for the out, as Flores is going to look to round first, going back to second as he makes his way back to first. And Mireles is going to be tossed out at home for out number 1. Almost looked like he slid underneath the tag. And that'll bring up Jordan Nino, number 4, the left fielder, or the right fielder, excuse me. Nino got a hit back in the top half of the second and scored. Flores is going to take off to second, and he will get in there. And they're going to make the tag, and once again, another questionable call, but that'll be out number 2 as Flores will get caught stealing. So Nino steps up to the plate with 2 outs. Looks at ball 1 on the outside. And that'll be low and outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. And sends a ground ball to the second baseman, comes up throwing, and that'll do it. Despite the Lions getting the first 2 runners on the base pads. Lions go down in order, 1, 2, 3 here in the top half of the third inning. So after 2.5 of play, Lockhart Lions still lead 8-4. And we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
When confronted with an auto accident, life can't come to a screeching halt. That's why Chayos Paint and Body is devoted to making the repair process as smooth as possible with their state-of-the-art technology, frequent status updates, and a 24/7 customer service center to help you every step of the way. With our state-of-the-art body shop and paint facility, repairing your car is a breeze. We are fully equipped with a powerful frame-straightening bay, expansive body shop, and our semi-down, downdraft paint booth. Our automotive repair services include everything from oil changes, brake repair replacement, and suspension work to sophisticated mechanical repairs. Whatever your needs, we can offer premium service, affordable cost, and great customer service. These are just some of the differences that make Chayos Paint and Body the best choice for your car's recovery and automotive repair.
And we are back here at Anderson High School for the bottom half of the third inning. Leading things off for the Trojans is going to be number 16. Looks like we're going to have a designated hitter coming in. And that'll be number 11, Trevin Weinbright. So Trevin Weinbright. Yeah, Weinbright steps up to the plate for the first time. And he'll be batting for Luke Skolkoff. Hernandez still on the mound for the Lions. First pitch going to be high for ball one. It's that 1-0 pitch going to be low for ball two. And 2-0 pitch will be high for ball three. And Weinbright's looking at a 3-0 count. And he'll reach base on a 4-pitch walk. And that'll bring up number 1, Tomas Benitez, who walked back in the first inning, was left stranded at first. And it looks like Coach Ho has seen enough, and looks like we're going to have a pitching change. And while the pitcher's out there warming up, we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Do you suffer with headaches, back pain, or neck pain? Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic's mission is to provide hope, healing, and health to the people of Lockhart and the surrounding area through natural chiropractic care. Dr. Peterson has been voted Best Chiropractor for the last 9 years. Call Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic to begin your path to hope, healing, and health. You can find Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic at 731 South Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas. Or you can call for an appointment at 512-668-4163.
And we're back. As there's a pitching change going on right now. And it'll be Gavin Renteria up at the plate or on the mound for the Lions. And Ashton Hernandez will make his way to shortstop, as both Renteria and Hernandez will switch positions. With Weinbright at first base after reaching on a 4-pitch walk, Tomas Benitez will be at the plate. And he'll be the first batter for Renteria today. All right, Renteria's set and ready to go. He'll be facing his first batter. And that'll be a strike call. Man, that ball will bounce in front of Wisnant. And Tomas Benitez looking at a 1-1 count. And that ball will bounce in front of Wisnant, get past him, and Weinbright's going to advance to second base on the pass ball. And that'll be in there for ball two. And that'll make the count 2 balls and 1 strike to Benitez. Swinging a ground ball foul down the left side. And that'll even up the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. We're going to drive to the third baseman, scoops it up out to first base. And Benitez will reach base on an error as the first baseman, Juarez, was unable to hang on to it. Great throw by Lopez. And now Gunnar Frank is up at the plate. Excuse me, there's going to be a pinch hitter coming in. That's Drew, number 2, Drew, up at the plate. Well, nobody out here in the bottom half of the third inning. He's going to drive to the second baseman. Flores out to first for out number 1. Runners will advance as Weinbright goes to third base. Benitez to second. And that'll bring up number 23, William Holtz. So Holtz steps into the batter's box with 1 out. Swinging a foul down the left side as Coach Hull will commit his first error of the game. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Holtz finds himself behind in the count with 1 out. No balls and 2 strikes. A swing and a miss. And Gavin Renteria will get his first strikeout of the game for out number 2. And that'll bring up the pitcher for the Trojans, Mac McGruger. He flew out to center field back in the bottom half of the second inning. The Trojans do have 2 runners on the base pads. That one's going to bounce in front of Wisna, but great job by the catcher to get down in front of it, keep it in front. Once again, 2 runners on the base pad as Weinbright is at third, Benitez at second. Looks at the 1-0 pitch right in there for strike 1. And the 1-1 pitch is inside for strike 2. And that'll be in there for strike 3. And Renteria gets his second strikeout of the inning, and that one will end the inning. So at the end of 3 innings, the score still remains Lockhart Lions 8, Anderson Trojans 4. And we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
If you're looking for drywall and paint work done, look no further than Reyna Drywall and Paint. Owner and operator Robert Reyna is MBE, DBE and Hub certified. Whether it's commercial or residential, metal framing, suspended ceilings, doors, and hardware, Reyna Drywall and Paint is the one to call. You can call Robert Reyna at 512-925-0634 or you can send an email to renaconstruction@sbcglobal.net.
And we are back here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast for some junior varsity action between the Lockhart Lions and the Anderson Trojans live from Anderson High School baseball field. And my name is Emilio Sarge-Waters, bringing you all the live play-by-play action for today's games. We're going to have a doubleheader of games. We're in game 1 right now. And leading things off for the Lions is going to be number 3, Ashton Hernandez, who reached on an error and scored back in the big 6-run second inning for the Lions. So far the scoring's gone. Lockhart scored 2 in the top of the first, 6 in the top of the second, and none in the third. And here we are in the fourth inning. And the Anderson Trojans scored 2 each in the bottom of the first and the second, nothing in the third, and that's where we are at. 8-4 right now. As the first pitch to Hernandez, looked like he was going to square around the show bunt. Pulled back, it's low for ball 1. Looks at the 1-0 inside for ball 2. Just catching that outside corner for strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike to Hernandez. Hernandez squares around the bunt, lays one down the left side. Throw down to first. First baseman's not able to hang on to it, and Hernandez will reach base for the second time on an error. And that takes us back to the top of the lineup with Wisnant stepping up to the plate. He's reached on a walk and a base hit and scored both times. He sends a ground ball to the first baseman. First base is the only place to go. For out 1, Hernandez will advance to second. And that'll bring up Gavin Renteria, who's on the mound for the Lions now. He's reached base twice and scored twice. And that'll be high for ball 1. And Renteria sends one to the shortstop. The throw to first will be in time for out number 2. Hernandez will advance to third base. And that'll bring up Lopez, the third baseman for the Lions. He flew out to the shortstop. Back in the second inning. Looks at the first pitch for strike 1. So I'm going to drive down the left side. Backhand by the shortstop. The throw to first is in time. Great play by the shortstop. And the Lions will leave Hernandez stranded at third base. No runs. Score still remains 8-4. We're going to take a quick timeout and we'll be right back for the bottom half of the fourth inning here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
If you're ready to lose weight fast, reach out to the Tim Torres Fitness Facebook page and chat with Tim. Tim has helped thousands of people all over the world in person and online through his mobile app and custom meal plans. So contact Tim Torres via Facebook and start losing weight today. Just look for Tim Torres Fitness on Facebook. Hazlet Drilling Incorporated are proud supporters of the community by sponsoring youth league programs, T-Ball Express, Boys Junior League, Boys Coach Pitch, and Girls Coach Pitch teams. Established in 1978 by George Hazlet, Hazlet Drilling Incorporated was formed to provide quality water drilling service to farms and surrounding ranches. As the company grew, so did the spectrum of services to meet the growing needs of dedicated customers. Today, Hazlet Drilling is the leading water well, oil, and gas drilling company, known for quality work and one-on-one customer service. Hazlet Drilling and Supply is located at 915 Old McMahon Road in Lockhart, Texas. Or you can call 512-398-6682.
Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO, and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service, and with affordable prices. Whether it is commercial or residential, Adam & Sons is the one to call. You can contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2700 2695, or you can send an email to adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention that you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and get 10% off of your service call.
All right, and we're back for the start of the bottom half of the fourth inning. And leading things off is going to be the leadoff batter, Jet Joseph. Still on the mound is Renteria. Yeah, throws the first pitch strike. Swinging a drive down the left side. Mid-Adler's giving chase to it, and that's going to be out of play for strike two. So the center fielder, Jet Joseph, looking at an 0-2 count. And Renteria trying to get Joseph to chase after that one for ball one. And he's going to catch Joseph looking for strike three. That's the third strikeout in a row that Renteria has tossed since he came in for Hernandez. And stepping up to the plate is going to be number 7, Ben Wallace. He is 1 for 1 with a hit, base hit, and a walk with 2 scores. And right in there, first pitch strike for Renteria. And swinging a fly towards the right side of the infield. Floyd is up underneath it, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. And that'll bring up Seth Crowley up to the plate. Second trip up. Designated hitter for pinch hitter for Ethan David. Crowley's first trip to the plate ended in a fly out to left field. And first pitch to Crowley is going to be outside for ball one. And that'll catch the outside for strike one. 1-1 account. All right, and that one's going to be fouled away, and that'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 to count with 2 outs. Renteria on the mound, and that'll be outside in the dirt to Seth Crowley. That'll even up the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Beautiful day for baseball out here today at Anderson High School. Beautiful field. And that'll be outside as Renteria was trying to get Crowley to chase after that one. And that'll make the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that'll be ball 4, and Crowley will reach base on a walk. And that'll bring up number 13, Jaden Herron, up to the plate, the shortstop. Had a couple of great plays back in the top of the fourth inning to get the Trojans out of the inning. The second play was a backhanded stop out to first base, where they were able to get Lopez out to end the inning for the Lions. First pitch to Heron is a ball. The 1-0 pitch is going to be right on the outside corner for strike one. 1-1 the count. And that'll be outside for ball two as it gets past the catcher. All right, with the pass ball, Seth Crowley is going to advance to second base. And that'll make the count 2 balls and 1 strike to Heron. Swing and a miss for strike 2 on a high fastball. And that'll even up the count 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Trojan runner at second base. Curveball is going to be fouled back to the backstop. Count will still remain 2 balls and 2 strikes to Heron. Heron walked back in the first inning, was stranded in second, and then flew out to the left fielder on a beautiful diving catch by Jacob Mireles to end the second inning. And here he is back in the bottom half of the fourth inning, looking at a 2-2 count with 2 outs. Seth Crowley at second base. Two pitch on the way. That's going to catch the outside corner. And that'll be strikeout number 4 for Gavin Renteria. And that's going to do it after 4 innings. Score still remains Lockhart Lions 4, Lockhart Lions 8, Anderson Trojans 4. And we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Changing Faces Barbershop has been serving the Lockhart and surrounding communities since 2009. Head barber and owner Lex Jennings and staff pride themselves on being a hip urban barbershop. For shaves, not only do we hit you with our processional Andis trimmers, we offer a close shave and edge up with a straight razor. If you're really wanting to be pampered, let us give you one of our famous hot towel shaves. For cuts, Changing Face barbers are all top of their class and are able to pull off any style, whether it's a mohawk, classic cut, fade, taper, or design. We pride ourselves on our talent, our drive, and want to give our clients the best experience available. For all styles from the newest trends to old school cuts, our barbers here at Changing Faces have the skills to transform your look and feel. With over 10 years of combined experience, our barbers are on the cutting edge of the barber world. Come by one of our 2 locations, 2000 West San Antonio Street in Lockhart, Texas, and 900 Bug Lane, Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas. Or go to our website at cfbarbershop.com.
And we are back here at Anderson High School for the top half of the 5th inning as the Lockhart Lions lead 8-4 in game 1 of a doubleheader. That's going to be going down here at Anderson Trojan High School between the Lockhart Lions and the Trojans for junior varsity baseball. As we have Tanner Castillo at the plate, and he's going to be hit by the first pitch. And he will make his way to first base. And we're going to have a trip from the junior varsity baseball coach as he goes to the mound to talk to McGruder. And looks like he's going to give the ball up, and there's going to be a pitch and change. Nico Condon will be coming up to the pitcher's mound. for the Trojans, and we're going to take a quick timeout. And we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Adam and Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO, and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam and Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service, and with affordable prices. Whether it is commercial or residential, Adam and Sons is the one to call. You can contact Adam and Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695, or you can send an email to adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention that you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and get 10% off of your service call.
And we are back here at Anderson High School with the pitching change for the Trojans, as Magruder is done for the day, but got to tip my hat off to the young man. He came in, did a great job. It was errors that really did the Trojan defense in while Magruder was on the mound. But in stepping up to the pitcher's mound in relief, it's going to be number 6, Nico Condon. And when he gets set to throw his first pitch, it's going to be going up against number 15, Vasquez, the center fielder for the Lockhart Lions. In the on-deck circle will be Jacob Mireles, the left fielder, who's done outstanding defensively. But Vasquez right now is at the plate. He walked in the first and scored, and then flew out to the second baseman, back in the third, or back in the second, as he batted twice in the second inning. Looks at the first pitch for strike one. And we got a runner on the base paths. That's Tanner Castillo, as he was hit by the pitch. A throw to second will not be in time. And it looks like we have a pinch runner or courtesy runner at first base. As the runner goes, ground ball to the shortstop. There will be no play at second. Out to first base in time for out number 1. And once again, great job by the third baseman, or by the shortstop, Jaden Herron. And that'll bring up Jacob Mireles up to the plate. Mireles has struck out, reached on an error, and was left stranded at third base. Or was tagged out at home plate, excuse me. And he'll look at the first pitch for strike one. And swinging a drive back to the backstop for strike number 2. And the on-deck circle for the Lions will be number 2, Louis Flores, the second baseman for the Lions. Right now, Mireles is looking at an 0-2 count with 1 out here in the top half of the 5th inning. And swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 2. And Condon picks up his first strikeout. And once again, that'll bring up Louis Flores up to the plate, who's walked and scored and reached on a fielder's choice and was caught stealing back in the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Nice breaking ball. Nice breaking ball from Nico. 0-1 pitch on the way. Curveball on the inside, just missing for ball 1. And swing and a miss for strike 2. And Florida's looking at a 1-2 count. Curveball's going to be fouled back to the backstop. Count will still remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, swing and a miss, and it'll be a drop third strike to throw to first base. Will be a little high, but in time. And Condon will record his second strikeout. And that'll do it as Condon comes in relief for Magruder and retires aside. And after 4.5 innings of play, the score still remains. Lockhart Lions 8, Anderson Trojans 4. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
When confronted with an auto accident, life can't come to a screeching halt. That's why Chios Paint and Body is devoted to making the repair process as smooth as possible with their state-of-the-art technology, frequent status updates, and a 24/7 customer service center to help you every step of the way. With our state-of-the-art body shop and paint facility, repairing your car is a breeze. We are fully equipped with a powerful frame-straightening bay, expansive body shop, and our semi-down downdraft paint booth. Our automotive repair services include everything from oil changes, brake repair replacement, and suspension work to sophisticated mechanical repairs. Whatever your needs, we can offer premium service, affordable cost, and great customer service. These are just some of the differences that make Chios Paint and Body the best choice for your car's recovery and automotive repair.
All right, we're back here at Anderson High School as the Trojans come up to bat here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. As Renteria is still on the mound as number 11, Weinbright, is back at the plate. He walked and made it to third base before he was left stranded back in the 3rd inning. Ball hit to second base. Florida scoops it up out to first base to Juarez for out number 1. And that'll bring up Tomas Benitez up to the plate. He walked into first, was left stranded at first base. Reached on an error back in the 3rd and was left stranded at second base. And here he is back in the bottom half of the 5th inning for his 3rd at bat. And looks at the first pitch for strike 1. High breaking ball just missing. That'll make the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Of course, I want to welcome all you Lockhart Lion fans and Anderson Trojan fans that may be listening to the broadcast here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. I want to thank y'all for tuning in, and that's going to be a line drive to left field. As Mireles will scoop it up, throws it into the shortstop. And Benitez will reach base on a base hit to left field. And that'll bring up number 2, Drew. I'm going to try his last name, Drew Miro. If I chopped it up, my apologies. But number 2, Drew, steps up to the plate for the 2nd time. He grounded out to the second baseman. His first plate appearance back at the bottom of the 3rd inning. Looks at the first pitch inside for ball 1. As Coach Ho is directing his outfield right now. Renteria is still on the mound. Done a great job for the Lions. And that'll be high for ball 2. As Renteria's already picked up 4 strikeouts. And that one's going to be hit down the right side, just foul. And that'll make the count 2 balls and 1 strike to Drew. Well, Wisnut readjusts his leg straps. Swinging a pop-up behind the backstop, behind the catcher, and Wisnut's going to go back and misjudges it. And that'll be strike 2. As Wisnut found himself a little bit out of position for that one. Runner goes. And the batter's going to get hit by the pitch. So Drew will reach base on a hit by pitch. And that'll put Benitez at second. And that'll bring up another designated hitter or pinch hitter, number 14. Hayden McGee steps up to the plate. And he looks at the first pitch for ball 1. And that'll be high for ball 2 inside. Swinging a ground ball back up the middle. And that's going to get through the infield as 1 run will come and score. And that'll be Benitez scoring from second. Drew will make his way all the way to third. And McGee will get on with the base hit. As Nico Condon steps up to the plate for the first time. Batting in position for Mac Magruder, who Condon came in for relief for, as the Trojans have runners on the corner. Ball's going to get away from the catcher, Wisnut. And that'll move McGee over to second base. With Drew at third. And out comes Coach Hull. So a little discussion on the mound, and as Renteria hasn't done a bad job. Once again, he does have 4 strikeouts in 2 full innings of play. Or 2 1/3 of inning of play. As the discussion continues on the mound, I want to remind you we'll be back at 1:30 p.m. after the conclusion of this game, as the Lockhart Lions and Anderson Trojans have a junior varsity doubleheader today. I see the umpire making his way out to the pitcher's mound, and right on cue, just before he gets to the mound, the crowds disperse as Renteria will remain on the mound for the Lions. As the Lions still lead 8-5 here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Yeah, first pitch to Nico is going to be high for ball 1. And swinging a drive just over the shortstop's head. 1 run to score. McGee rounding third, coming home. The throw to second's not in time to try and get Nico, and he'll be on with a stand-up double. And 2 RBIs will come in his place. And that'll make the score Lockhart 8, Anderson 7. As we head back to the top of the order, as Jet Johnson steps up to the plate. He's walked twice and scored in the first and second and then struck out in the fourth. And looks at the first pitch for strike 1. And swings at the 0-1 pitch, fouls it back to the backstop for strike 2. There is 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. The lone runner on the base pads is Nico Condon with a 2 RBI double. Big breaking ball. A little bit high for ball 1. Another breaking ball, missing outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Once again, Jet Johnson at the plate. Looks at the 2-1 pitch outside low for ball 3. And that'll be high for ball 4, and Jet Johnson will walk to put a second base runner on the base path for the Trojans. And that'll bring up number 7, Ben Wallace, up to the plate, the catcher. He is 1 for 2 this afternoon here in game 1. He got a base hit back in the first, walked in the second, scored both those times, and then flew out to the second baseman in the 4th inning. And it looks like we're going to have a pitch and change. And a couple of defense substitutions out there. Looks like we're going to have a new catcher. Now we're going to take a quick time out, and when we come back, we'll have some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Let Bryan Enterprises Family Entertainment be your one-stop shop for your party entertainment needs. If you're in need of balloon twisters, face painters, or bounce houses, just give them a call at 512-846-3334. If you're looking to rent a mascot costume or to hire a children's performer to appear as a superhero, princess, or one of their 85 other merry mascots, reach out to them. Bryan Enterprises Family Entertainment has been entertaining families in Caldwell County for 2 decades. Bozo the Hozo, the Christian Clown, the first entertainer for the company, has entertained thousands at the Lockhart Chisholm Trail Roundup Parade over the years. Family entertainment and family engagement are 2 phrases that are a part of Bryan Enterprises' core values. Whether it's motivational speaking at school assemblies, or writing children's books, or training personnel to engage fathers in the community, children and families are always at the heart of this organization. To find out more about Bryan Enterprises, feel free to check them out on social media or visit their website at bryant-enterprises.com.
And we are back here at Anderson High School for a pitching change for the Lockhart Lions, as Jacob Wisnett will be on the mound for the Lions. And Louis Flores will shift from second base to catcher. And Renteria will move over to second base. As we are still here in the bottom half of the fifth inning with one out. The Trojans have been able to put 3 runs across the plate and now trail by 1 run, 8-7 against the Lockhart Lions here in game 1 of a 2-game doubleheader. That second game is going to be taking place at 1:30 p.m., so we're quickly approaching the 1 o'clock time limit for this first game. And once again, I want to welcome everybody who's tuning in on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and also on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast YouTube page. Of course, on the YouTube page, you cannot leave any comments. And I haven't been able to get to the Facebook page to send the shout-outs. But I do want to thank everybody who's commented and who's tuned in to watch the broadcast, both Trojan and Lion fans, as the first pitch from Wisnick comes around. As Wallace squared around the bunt, it bounced off his leg, so that'll be foul for strike 1. So Wallace has an 0-1 count against him. Squared around the show bunt, once again pulled away, but catching that outside corner for strike 2. Just missing that outside corner for ball 1. As I want to mention, we do have 2 runners on the base pads. As Nico Condon at second base, Jet Joseph at first. Ben Wallace at the plate with a 1-2 count. Once again, just missing on the outside for ball 2. No count will be even up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that'll be low as it gets past the catcher. Runners will advance. Joseph heads over to second base. Nico to third. And the count will be full to Ben Wallace. And that'll be high for ball 4, and that'll load the bases up as Wallace makes his way to first base. And stepping up to the plate for his 3rd time is going to be Seth Crowley. He is 0 for 1. He flew out to the left fielder back in the 2nd inning, walked and was left stranded in the 4th. This one he sends a ground ball back to the pitcher who throws it wild home. And 1 run will score to tie the game up, and the bases will still be loaded. So Crowley will reach on an error, and the score is tied back up at 8 apiece. And that'll bring up Jaden Herron, who's done an outstanding job defensively for the Trojans at shortstop. Looks at the first pitch for ball 1. And he's 0 for 2 at the plate with a fly out to left field. Back in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th. Walked and was left stranded at 2nd back in the 1st. Looking at the 1-0 pitch, low and way outside for ball 2. And this will be the 9th batter coming up to the plate for the Trojans here in the bottom half of the 5th. That'll be high and outside for ball 3. And that'll be in there for strike 1. So count's going to be 3 balls and 1 strike. And that'll be outside, and Jaden Heron will walk. And that will score another Trojan run as Jet Joseph will cross the plate. And that'll give the Trojans the lead for the first time today. 8-9 over the Lockhart Lions, and that'll bring up Weinbright. And Weinbright looks at the first pitch inside for ball one. And ground ball hit past this diving second baseman. Another Trojan run to score, rounding third for a second run of the inning, or the base hit. So Wallace will score. Seth Crowley will score. Aaron will be safe at third. Weinbright goes to second. And Tomas Benitez will be stepping up to the plate. Ground ball back to the pitcher, out to first base for out number 2. And stepping up to the plate will be Drew. Swinging a drive to center field. Center field is going back, tracking it down, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. But not before the Trojans come up with a big rally in the 5th inning and score 7. And have the lead 8-12 over the Lockhart Lions. And so after 5, that's where we stand. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back for the start of the 6th inning as you're watching Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Hazelett Drilling Incorporated are proud supporters of the community by sponsoring Youth League programs, T-Ball Express, Boys Junior League, Boys Coach Pitch, and Girls Coach Pitch teams. Established in 1978 by George Hazelett, Hazelett Drilling Incorporated was formed to provide quality water drilling service to farms and surrounding ranches. As the company grew, so did the spectrum of services to meet the growing needs of dedicated customers. Today, Hazelett Drilling is the leading water well, oil, and gas drilling company, known for quality work and one-on-one customer service. Hazelett Drilling and Supply is located at 915 Old McMahon Road in Lockhart, Texas. Or you can call 512-398-6682.
And we are back for the start of the 6th inning. As the Lockhart Lions trail after giving up 7 in the bottom half of the 5th inning, 12-8. As Nino will be stepping up to the plate for the Lions. Nino got a base hit back in the 2nd inning and scored, and then grounded out to the second baseman. Back in the 3rd, looking at the first pitch, low for ball 1. Swinging a foul back out of play. That'll make the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Once again, we're here in the top half of the 6th inning. I couldn't hold back on that one, and that'll be a swing and a miss for strike 2. Condon's already recorded 2 strikeouts so far since he came in for relief of McGruder. And there's his 3rd strikeout on a swing and a miss from Jordan Nino for out number 1. And that'll bring up Ashton Hernandez up to the plate. He's reached twice on errors back in the second and fourth and scored in the second. He steps up for the third time. Looks at a nasty breaking ball for strike 1. Swings at the 0-1 back behind the backstop, or to the top of the backstop. Just almost over it where we're sitting at. And that'll be high for ball 1. That'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes. With 1 out here in the top half of the 6th. And that'll be low and outside for ball 2. And that'll be high and inside for ball 2. And he will get caught looking for strike 3. For a second strikeout here in the top half of the 6th for Condon. And that'll be 2 outs. And stepping up to the batter's box will be number 7. Wisnett. He fouls that one away. That'll be 0-2 to Wisnett, who's on the mound now for the Lions. And low and outside in the turf for ball 1. Wisnett is 1 for 2 with a walk in the first, a hit in the second, scored both those times, and then grounded out back to the pitcher, or to the third baseman. And he's going to get caught looking as Condon strikes out the side. 1, 2, 3. And closes out the top half of the 6th innings. We head over to the bottom of the 6th. Anderson Trojans lead 12-8 over the Lockhart Lions. And we're going to take another quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Do you suffer with headaches, back pain, or neck pain? Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic's mission is to provide hope, healing, and health to the people of Lockhart and the surrounding area through natural chiropractic care. Dr. Peterson has been voted Best Chiropractor for the last 9 years. Call Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic to begin your path to hope, healing, and health. You can find Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic at 731 South Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas. Or you can call for an appointment at 512-668-4163.
If you're looking for drywall and paint work done, look no further than Reyna Drywall and Paint. Owner and operator Robert Reyna is MBE, DBE and Hub certified. Whether it's commercial or residential, metal framing, suspended ceilings, doors, and hardware, Reyna Drywall and Paint is the one to call. You can call Robert Reyna at 512-925-0634, or you can send an email to renaconstruction@sbcglobal.net.
So after reaching on an error, number 6, Condon is at third base. And that'll be strike on the outside. And that'll make the count 2-2. And we are here, 1 out here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Swing and a miss for out number 2 as Jet Joseph goes down swinging. And that'll bring up a designated hitter. As number 17, Eli Spicer, steps up to the plate for the first time. A swing and a miss for strike 1. And looks at the 0-1 pitch right down the middle for strike 2. As Wisnett is on the mound still for the Lions. As Wisnett steps off of the mound. All right, conversation's over. Floyd is back at behind the plate. And that'll be a curveball way outside. And Condon will score on the pass ball. And that'll give the Trojans a 13-8 lead here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. That one's going to be low and in the turf outside for ball 2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And Eli Spicer will go down swinging. And that'll end the 6th inning as we head over to the top of the 7th. Lockhart Lions trailing 13-8. As we head over to the 7th and final inning, we're going to take a quick timeout and we'll be right back right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
When confronted with an auto accident, life can't come to a screeching halt. That's why Chios Paint and Body is devoted to making the repair process as smooth as possible with their state-of-the-art technology, frequent status updates, and a 24/7 customer service center to help you every step of the way. With our state-of-the-art body shop and paint facility, repairing your car is a breeze. We are fully equipped with a powerful frame-straightening bay, expansive body shop, and our semi-down, downdraft paint booth. Our automotive repair services include everything from oil changes, brake repair replacement, and suspension work to sophisticated mechanical repairs. Whatever your needs, we can offer premium service, affordable cost, and great customer service. These are just some of the differences that make Chios Paint and Body the best choice for your car's recovery and automotive repair.
All right, and we're back here for the start of the top half of the 7th inning as Renteria steps up to the plate to lead things off for the Lions. Looks at the first pitch for strike 1. And Lockhart Lions need to score 5 to keep this game going. And that'll be inside for ball 1. 1-1 the count to Renteria. And that'll be high and outside for ball 2. Swinging a little grounder back to the pitcher. Out to first for out number 1. And that'll bring up number 9, Lopez, up to the plate. Swinging a miss for strike 1. Lopez has scored twice. And it's 2 for 3 in the game. Looks at the 0-1 pitch, high for ball 1. 1-1 to count. And that one will be low and in the turf for ball 2. That'll be just missing for ball 3. Condon's throwing the ball so hard that his hat flew off. Just the kind of breeze that we're having today here. Beautiful breeze, nice and cool. Ground ball to the shortstop, Heron. And you're not going to get that ball past Heron, and he's been outstanding today. As that'll be a 6-3 put out for out number 2. Now stepping up to the plate is going to be number 12, Tanner Castillo, the designated hitter. He's reached on an error and was hit by the pitch, and both times he was left stranded at second. Swinging on the first pitch and gets a single out to left center field. That ball is going to get him the gap as Castillo rounds first on his way to second. And will be there with the stand-up double. And that'll bring up Gio Vasquez up to the plate, the center fielder for the Lions. He is 0 for 2. He walked back into second and scored. But since then, he's flown out to the second baseman and grounded out to the shortstop back in the 5th. Swinging at the first pitch, sends a chopper down the left side, foul for strike 1. Once again, nice cool breeze here at Anderson High School baseball field. And high breaking ball, just missing for ball 1. And that'll make the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Swinging a foul back and out of play for strike 2. And at the conclusion of this game, we're going to have your Recon Athlete Players of the Game. And swinging a miss, drop third strike. Out to first, and that'll close it out as Condon picks up his 6th strikeout since coming in for relief. And the Anderson Trojans going to come out with a victory here in Game 1 with the final score of 13-8 over the Lockhart Lions. And that's going to do it for the first game. We're going to take a quick timeout. But right now, for the Recon Athlete postgame show, we're going to have your Recon Athlete Player of the Game, and that's going to go to Jacob Mireles, number 14, who did an outstanding job out of left field and with 1 diving catch. Great effort out there. And your Recon Athlete Player of the Game also is going to go to Gavin Renteria, who came in and did a great job on the mound for the Lions, striking out 4. So congratulations to Gavin Renteria. And Jacob Mireles, you are Game 1's Recon Athletes Players of the Game. And that's going to do it for Game 1. We're going to take a quick timeout and start a new feed. But like I always say at the end of every broadcast, you can take the line out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions.
Thank you for listening to tonight's Lions Pride sports broadcast. And remember, you can take the lion out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions!